Hello, I'm Bill Booz, and welcome to episode 10 of Photography and Technology Tools. Today we're going to talk about a mic, the Saramonic Wireless Mic. I typically use this when I'm recording my video updates when I'm sitting at my desk. And I got it mainly because, wireless mic means it could be used away from the recording device. You're not limited by a cable. And so I envision especially my learning photography series, walking around my yard, and I want to be able to not be tethered to a wire. For these photography and technology tools episodes, I'm using the Video Micro, which is hanging just above my head here, and that works out very nicely, and I think gives me pretty decent audio. So I watched several YouTube videos on the Saramonic mic. Several people had done tests of its pickup and so on, what its range was, and I was quite impressed with what they were showing at a really reasonable cost, because typically wireless mics or wireless mic setups are very costly, and naturally if you're doing really professional video recording, studio recording, then you do want to have a really reliable mic system, because audio is more than 50% of a video. But this mic, I think I paid around $80 for it. It comes with a transmitter and it comes with a receiver. The transmitter is obviously what you plug the mic into and you attach to your belt or your pocket or something, your body somehow. And the receiver is then plugged into the receiving device, and it might be the EM1 in my case, or it might be my iPhone. And so that's very handy, and for that price, it was definitely worth a try. So I was really excited when I got it, and I was hoping, looking forward to being able to use it for some of my planned setups. My first test really was I took it to my MacBook Pro at the time. That's an early 2010 version of that particular laptop, and used the program called Wiretap Studio from Amiga. And it is it's a very, very good audio recording program with lots of features that I've never really even explored. So I plugged the receiver device into the mic port, or the 3.5 millimeter port on the laptop, ran video Wiretap Studio, and it didn't work. So I need to go back and test that. I've got a new Mac now, so we'll see how it works with that one. So that's still a test. I mean, I know it will work. I'm just doing something wrong. But I wasn't really thinking of using it with my laptop so much as I was thinking of using it with my iPhone and with my cameras. And so the next step was to bring it down here in the studio and give that a try. So I took the receiving end, and I used the cable that I got with my Video Micro that adapts to an iPhone, because the iPhone audio input is a bit different, and you need this adapter cable, a TRRS, I believe it is called, and the end that is TRS plugs into the unit itself, and then the other end plugs into my iPhone. Now with the iPhone 7, I need to use an adapter, and I do that, and it works fine. So what I did was do a quick test with my EM1, which I don't need an adapter cable for. I can just use this, the regular cable to plug into the receiver and into the phone, into the camera, and voila, it worked fine. It was perfect, and that's fine, because that's where the main place that I was thinking of using it, as I described, out in the yard or something like that. So the next test was with my iPhone, and I plugged in I used the app called Filmic Pro on my iPhone to record video, and it's a really nice app because it shows you the gain level of your audio input, and you can adjust to lower it a little bit so it's not killing the audio. So I used the special cable that came with my video micro camera or microphone, and I plugged that into the iPhone and into the Saramonic receiver, and ran Filmic Pro. And Filmic Pro shows where the audio is coming from the front microphone on the iPhone, the back microphone on the iPhone, and so on. And it wasn't showing a headphone, or it wasn't showing that it was coming through the headphone jack. So I needed to fiddle a bit. So what I did is I stopped everything, turned off Filmic Pro, swiped it to absolutely stop it, so it would be starting from fresh, because when an app starts up like that, it pulls the ports on the device, the iPhone in this case, and I figured, okay, that might be the answer. So I turned on the receiver and transmitter of the Saramonic wireless mic, plugged it into the iPhone, launched Filmic Pro, and looked at the settings, and sure enough, in the audio panel it showed headphone jack or headphone microphone. And so I knew that it was reading the external microphone or hearing the external microphone. So I ran some tests, walked far away in the back room, and could tell that it was picking it up fine. So that was a happy ending to that. So that is really the way I use it a lot when I'm doing these video updates, and the way I'll use it when the weather warms up here in North America, the east coast of North America, and I go outside and do some shooting. Okay, so why am I telling you all these, my trials and tribulations? The moral really is don't give up. Sometimes you have to give up, and this is not going to work. But I was certain that this was going to work, and I was just doing something wrong. So as I tell anybody with technology, the important thing is shut everything down, check cables. That's usually the first thing that's wrong. It's not plugged in, or it's a wrong cable or whatever. And then start all over again. And that typically cleans the pipes out of your computer or the iPhone or whatever, and you're starting fresh. And then you get another shot at trying to make something to work. And it does. So don't give up. That's the important message. I appreciate your watching these episodes of Photography and Technology Tools, and hope that they're helpful to you. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to having you back. Goodbye.